All right, so this is a suggestion via Discord. The name of the video is The Rise of Sassy Men. Sassy men on social media. All right, so obviously this is something TikTok oriented. We're going to go ahead and forecast that whatever this is TikTok's fault. Okay, I'm glad it's leaving. But all right, let's go and jump into it, guys. Suggestion via Discord, guys.
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. It's not a bad thing for a guy to be called sassy anymore, unless you ask Lewis. In fact,
yeah, it has to be a generational thing, no doubt.
A user on TikTok is embracing the word. Okay. Here's his reaction when another person on the app called him out for his sassy behavior.
I really don't know how to feel about this whole sassy thing, and I wanted to talk about it.
Okay.
First thing I want to say is guilty, guilty. Guilty, I've been that.
All right.
Sassy, I've been that. You don't choose to be sassy. That's just your personality. Like,
does sassy mean something different now? It may.
If it was up to me, I would have chosen to be nonchalant and sexy. God wanted me to be loud and sassy.
What happened?
What can I say? What can I say?
I don't like his energy, bro. There's something wrong with this man. All right. I mean, I get it. I get it. Your aesthetic is very pleasing to the masses. I understand that, right? But this is weird behaviors.
This is all a part of what's being called the sassy men apocalypse. It seems lighthearted, but many people are saying this can help fight toxic masculinity. Joining us to talk about it, influencer Rich Lux, reality TV star and actor Relly B, and Lewis Hunter. So, Lewis, let's start with you.
All right.
On the right side, real quick.
Right.
When you hear men are being sassy, and we see different versions of it, what are your thoughts about it?
The first thing that comes to mind is gay. If someone says they're sassy, they're gay. We had a...
Yeah, basically, that's what I mean, when I heard the word, I thought it meant basically kind of that, right? Like effeminate. But the guy that was in the car, he just felt like he was full of himself. I don't know if that means sassy. I guess let's define it correctly. Improperly bold or forward or something like that, guys. Okay.
Word when I was growing up, sissy. Sissy was actually a very soft way of saying that somebody was gay. We had gay people in my generation as well.
I'm thinking about TV. Can we say that S word?
I think sissy can be said. You know? Yeah, I think you know, but that's the word that we used, and that wasn't like a derogatory thing. That was we had boys who.
Bro, stop playing. It was always derogatory. Like every single usage of that word is derogatory. Basically, it's meant to just throw dirt on the person's name to offend them.
The neighborhood knew they were gay, you know,
right.
But they would be called sissy. Sometimes, matter of fact, on one occasion, that was a nickname. So that's what I think of. I think that when you have
a nickname.
Rich wants to jump in.
Listen, effeminate men have been around for, it's a thing. Yeah. But when I was growing up, we didn't call it a sassy. That's to say, it was other names for that. And I feel like on social media, some men...
Bro, what is on your face?
will get on there and act sassy for views and clicks and attention. You know, so you dress different, you start talking different, because if you're like, what's going on, man, what's going on, no, talking about, that's not gonna get that many views. But if you're like, hey, what's going on, girl, you get more clicks and views.
No shade, you're right. Because see, when I wear this wig or other wigs,
oh my God.
No, I'm for real. I will have like 120,000 likes on a selfie of me with a wig, like this, from Exquisite. But if I just post like a regular selfie, I'm like, oh, hey, I got my buddy Lewis with me. It's only going to get like 20,000 likes.
I think so.
So what you're saying is you're dressed like this and you're acting in this manner exclusively because it gets you likes on TikTok? Fanfare? Oh, that's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate way to live your life, bro. Okay. All right, that's absolutely sad. And again, why TikTok just needs to disappear.
I'm like, oh, hey, I got my buddy Lewis with me. It's only going to get like 20,000 likes.
I think social media has put men and women in conversational spaces that they were never in back in the day, you know? And because of that, you know, you start to see these personalities. Personally, you know, it's hard for me to believe, and I'm not saying that it's wrong, I'm just not into that community, but it's hard for me to see a young straight male put himself out there as being feminine for views. And I'm sure it happens because of the way things are monetized, but it's hard for me to view that because that straight male has to be around his straight colleagues at some point.
Right.
And that's where the vetting process comes in. He'd never live it down.
Rich, and really, is it?
I mean, they'll live it down now in this era for the most part, but the era that you're coming from specifically, no, they would never live it down. Well, the era that I come from, like 86 at least. So when I was born, guys, I mean, the 90s. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna live it down neither.
Always.
Now they'll live it down.
Necessarily what we would call a sassy guy. Is it always necessarily somebody who's gay?
No, it's not. No, it's not. Again, there are effeminate men. Go ahead. But it's not the case all the time. But when I
Really,
look
why
at...
are you laughing?
Because
It is.
If anything, sassy is like very expressive. You know, most men don't express themselves. So to me, like Louis would be sassy
That's a
because you're not
negative.
used to men.
Nah. You're sassy. He's not sassy. This guy here. Nope. Stop playing.
Extra.
Because why did you send this to me?
I used to men really express it, like, you know, modern day, it's like, oh, what's wrong, honey? Oh, nothing. Work.
If you see somebody with a man bun and painted nail, most people, even you all, would look at him like he's probably gay.
Yeah, 100%. I understand the times are kind of like, they're changing slightly, but again, my childhood was in the 90s, guys. I'm telling you, if I see a grown man with painted nails, there's no other thought in my head. Not a I don't care if it's black, blue, white, clear, not anything. I'm going to instantly be like, I don't know. Right? Maybe, but it's not going to change the way I treat the person, obviously. But my initial theory is going to be, yeah, you like guys. That's it. That's the initial thought that happens in my brain.
He probably is, and that's not a bad thing. And men see that, and
Look,
But old school sassy was talking too much.
Right.
Getting into people's business.
Right.
And now there was a term a couple years ago, metrosexual was a thing.
Yeah.
So is this the same thing, sassy and...
Oh, that was the age of like the single men. That was a time where guys were like, I'm going to do what these women want specifically, and I'm going to see if they still like me. Turns out they didn't like you any longer. Like you had none of the things. It's like they didn't know what they wanted. You followed that trend, and what happened? You remained single. That's what happened.
Much.
Right.
Getting into people's business.
Right.
And now there was a term a couple years ago, metrosexual was a thing.
Yeah.
So is this the same thing, sassy and metro man? To me, it's all of the same thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you shopped at the Gap, yeah, absolutely. Right.
See, even like with cars.
That may be before my
I
time.
can't fit nothing at the Gap no more.
I know that's right, and that's a good thing, right? Or you drive an Altima, right? You can't
Exactly. You can't drive
be
a
a
Honda
straight
Civic.
masculine male driving an Altima.
Exactly. So it's like...
Right. Because technically, the Nissan Altima is for single baby mothers.
It goes into like the...
I think that's a stereotype.
It could kind of like almost tie into like homophobia to a sense.
I don't think it
Not
does.
like
It's a
all
fine
full out,
line.
but like
It's a
when
fine
women
line.
use it towards their men, it's like they like, oh, you're sassy, you're gay, this and that. So,
See,
yeah.
homosexuality will always be a strange thing for me. I knew it existed. It was strange back then.
I know.
And not to say it's a good or bad, it's strange to me. It's a weird thing for me. You know what I mean? To see or even be around sometime because, the natural instinct is you don't want to offend.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you do, I think that there has to be that space where people understand.
And a man could take it up to about a woman with it, and he still be...
I'm done. I'm leaving now. I don't know what are you what? No, I'm done. I gotta go. I'm gonna catch you guys later. We're probably gonna have to take that out. I don't know where that came from. I'm sure this is like live TV or something, and that right there, it was unnecessary. What's the point of saying something such as this? Like in polite conversation. What is wrong with you? But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.